welcome back to our channel. The storm that Samantha had tried so desperately to avoid was now raging uncontrollably, each secret gust of wind threatening to tear apart everything she had built. Natha, though absent, was the unseen architect of the chaos, his past actions weaving a web of manipulation and betrayal that now entangled not only Samantha but Tyrell as well. Every glance Samantha cast toward Tyrell was weighted with tension, every word carefully measured, yet Tyrell, relentless in his pursuit, could see through the fragile veil she had constructed. The dynamics between them became a battlefield of silent warfare, a clash where every hesitation, every flicker of emotion, carried immense significance. Samantha's mind raced constantly, weighing possibilities, calculating risks, and anticipating Natha's next move, even when he was miles away. The very idea that Tyrell might uncover the full extent of her secret filled her with both dread and a perverse thrill. The thrill came from the recognition of power, of knowing she still held some control over what could be revealed. But control was fleeting, and Samantha felt it slipping through her fingers like sand. Tyrell, on the other hand, was consumed by obsession. What began as a simple desire to uncover the truth had grown into a relentless pursuit, an almost predatory need to strip away every layer of deception until nothing remained hidden. With each answer he coaxed from Samantha, with each hesitation he observed, the tension escalated. He sensed that the secret was not merely personal but dangerous, capable of triggering consequences far beyond their immediate circle. Yet, even as he pressed forward, he began to realize that uncovering the truth came with a cost that might endanger everyone involved, including himself. The psychological pressure was unbearable. Samantha's thoughts became a tangled maze of fear, anger, and desire. She oscillated between wanting to confess and wanting to bury the truth even deeper, a constant battle between vulnerability and self-preservation. Her emotions were amplified by guilt over Natha, her fear of Tyrell, and the unspoken anticipation of the inevitable fallout. The walls around her mind were closing in, and she could feel herself teetering on the edge of collapse. Suddenly, the story shifted, introducing a layer of complexity no one could ignore. Unseen players, friends, acquaintances, and rivals began to exert influence on the unfolding events. Each interaction added tension, each whispered secret or hidden agenda another thread in the growing storm. Samantha's every choice now had consequences that ricocheted unpredictably, while Tyrell's relentless probing put him in precarious positions he had never anticipated. The delicate balance between revelation and concealment, trust and suspicion, became a knife's edge on which they both teetered. As days passed, the stakes escalated. Samantha realized that Natha's influence extended beyond her understanding. He had cultivated alliances, kept contacts, and orchestrated situations that now threatened to expose the deepest layers of her secret. Tyrell began noticing inconsistencies, shadows of past actions that did not align with the present narrative, hinting at a much darker and more complex reality than either of them had imagined. The hidden networks of manipulation and deceit became a labyrinth, and every decision, every confession, every question, every act of silence was a step deeper into the maze. Amidst this chaos, internal conflicts intensified. Tyrell wrestled with his own motivations. Was his pursuit of truth about justice, curiosity, or a personal obsession he could not control? Samantha grappled with fear, shame, and an undeniable longing for resolution, while Natha, the silent yet omnipresent force, remained a catalyst for destruction, a shadow looming over every thought and action. The mental strain manifested in sleepless nights, moments of panic, and flashes of anger that erupted unpredictably, further fueling the tension. The confrontation escalated when Tyrell, sensing the final pieces of the puzzle, began to act more aggressively. He devised strategies to corner Samantha, testing her reactions, exploiting weaknesses he had meticulously observed. Samantha, in turn, sharpened her defenses, employing misdirection, half-truths, and subtle provocations to protect herself and her secret. Each encounter became a high-stakes psychological duel, every glance a challenge, every word a weapon. The line between truth and deception blurred, and the air around them crackled with tension so intense it felt almost tangible. And yet, even in the midst of these battles, there were moments of fragile vulnerability. Samantha occasionally allowed glimpses of humanity to show through small cracks in her armor, revealing fear, hope, and longing. Tyrell, too, experienced fleeting moments of doubt, flashes of empathy, and a growing awareness of the consequences of his relentless pursuit. But these moments were fleeting, quickly consumed by the ever-growing storm of secrets, manipulation, and unspoken threats. Suddenly, an unexpected twist emerged. Natha's influence, once considered distant, began to manifest in tangible ways: messages intercepted, allies revealed, and carefully orchestrated traps set to test Samantha and Tyrell. The narrative became a battlefield of strategy and psychological warfare, where every move mattered, and any misstep could trigger a cascade of disastrous consequences. The tension was no longer confined to personal dynamics. It expanded outward, threatening reputations, alliances, and the fragile stability of their lives. As the pressure reached its zenith, both Samantha and Tyrell faced choices that could no longer be avoided. Confession or concealment, confrontation or retreat, honesty or manipulation, each choice carried weighty consequences. Their emotional and psychological struggles intertwined with strategic calculations, producing a narrative of relentless suspense, unyielding tension, and unexpected twists. The storm of secrets, desire, betrayal, and ambition had grown into a force that could not be tamed, leaving every character teetering on the precipice of irreversible change. If you thought the worst had passed, think again. The next revelations promise to shatter trust, ignite vengeance, and expose truths so shocking that nothing will ever be the same. Each secret revealed, each manipulation uncovered, brings the characters closer to a tipping point from which there is no return. And for those watching, the tension is palpable, the stakes incomprehensibly high, and the anticipation unbearable. To witness the next chapter of shocking revelations, relentless betrayals, and psychological duels that will leave your heart racing, make sure you follow and subscribe to our channel. Every twist, every revelation, every dark secret awaits, and you won't want to miss a single moment of the storm that is about to explode. If you want to know what happens next, what secrets will be exposed, and what relationships will be shattered, don't miss the next developments. Follow and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the dramatic, tense, and surprising plot twists of the story. Where love, betrayal, fear, and dark secrets blend together to create a dramatic world that you won't be able to take your eyes off.